I'm not going to talk about the future because tonight we need to deal with the loss in the pain of losing this match. What I can say that I think was clear we were the better team, but then we managed not to score again, and that is really hard to win football matches. But the guys tried everything to win the game. The future will have time to assess everything.
Simon.
You've spoken a lot about the lack of goals. Do you regret not doing something in January to try and change that? Do you still believe in the players to deliver goals? Because it looks like you're just never going to score.
There were some times that we didn't create situations. Now is not that time. We are creating situations. If you look at the opportunities that we had, it's different players, so it's not a problem of one guy. We are not scoring goals. The goalkeeper did a great job. So of course I'm confident in my players. It is my job to improve my players, and to arrive in January to make a lot of changes was not possible because all the problems that we have to deal with that. And then I had to assess the team. So the problem is not just one player. We are missing chances with all the players.
Samuel.
Ruben, Alejandro Garnacho did more in his first couple of minutes than Mason Mount did in 70-odd minutes. I appreciate selection calls can be tricky, but looking ahead, do you think you've got to be a bit more proactive with your style of play rather than more pragmatic?
What do you mean?
Well, it feels like Garnacho's more of a goal threat, and I mean, obviously, as I said, it's difficult with selection calls, but he comes on. He has an opportunity. Mason Mount wasn't really involved in.
How many times we had this conversation? It was the opposite. Some players that come in, like Mason Mount against Bilbao, change the game. So now is easy to say who missed the big opportunity in the first half against Bilbao.
Yeah, it was Garnacho.
Football is like that. Of course, now it's easy for us to talk about the lot of views. I just look at the game and try to manage things to improve the team and try to win games. So you can see it both ways. So I remember everything about the past. So it's easy for me to respond to that question.
We'll take one on this side here. Okay, but the gentleman at the front, yeah.
Sim, boa noite. Pedro Neves de Sousa, CMTV. Eu pedia-lhe uma palavra para
Ask a question in either English, Spanish or Basque, please.
Em português?
No, we only have translations for English, Spanish or Basque. So can you ask it in one of those three languages, please?
What do you say to Portuguese people at the moment? And if you want to buy Gyökeres for the next season?
I have to speak for our fans, for English people, and for our supporters of Manchester United. So I have nothing to say to the Portuguese people in this moment. I just have to share the pain with our fans. They deserve better. We try everything. About the future, we will see what we are going to do.
Dave.
You said to us last week you weren't sure whether United were better off in the Champions League or out of the Champions League next season. Obviously now you're not in the Champions League. What impact will that have on you, the players, the club, the whole bigger picture for the club going forward next season?
No, we have two plans, even for the market, and we need to understand that it's tough for a club like ours not to be in the Champions League, but we have to use the other side. So if we have more time, to think, to work on during the week, and to be better in Premier League. That will be our focus.
Hi, Ruben. I appreciate that you don't want to talk about the future, but the season has been quite poor. Obviously, the fans have come here and seen another quite poor performance. Is there anything that you can say to the fans to give them optimism that things are going to be better in the future, starting with next season?
I think I was always really honest with you guys. We didn't perform perfect today, but we were better than the opponent, and the opponent also play. In the second half, we try everything with the center defenders, with the players wide, the crosses, go inside the box. So I think I'm really honest with you guys. So I expect the same. And there are some days that I said that we were really poor. I think today was not the day. We were not perfect. We have a lot to improve, but I think I'm always honest with you guys.
Jamie.
Ruben, when you came in, United were 7 points off a Champions League berth. You're now 27 off fifth, which is obviously a Champions League berth. I mean, very politely, you cannot be happy with that. It's a failure, surely, of yourself and the people who employed you. So how can you be confident that you can turn it around? Because you've had 3/4 of a season. You've just lost this final. I've just given you the statistic about how far you are off a Champions League berth.
We have to see. We have to see. We have to see. And I know everything that you did. I said it before you. So we have to see. In this moment, is really. I'm not going to be here defending myself. It's not my style. I cannot do it. Is really hard for me. So I have nothing to show to the fans and say I'm going to improve because of this. I had these problems. I will not do nothing. So in this moment is a little bit of faith. So let's see. Like I said before. Coming here in the flash, I'm always open. If the board and the fans feel that I'm not the right guy, I will go in the next day without any conversation about compensation. But I will not quit again. I'm really confident on my job. And as you can see, I will not change nothing in the way I do things.
Last question, Alex.
Ruben, you mentioned that you found it difficult to improve the players, having only just come into the club mid-season. What areas can you point to for improvement? Because I think there's a genuine argument that actually the team's gone backwards in the second half of the season, not forwards.
Yeah, in some moments I don't agree with that. I think we had some bad results. I think we improved in certain areas. We were competitive in more games that we didn't score, and sometimes in the small detail we lost some games. I remember a lot of games. I will not try to Nottingham, Wolverhampton. We had create more chances against City at our home. We didn't score, and we lost some games. It's a different way of playing. I try to put the players the best I can, try to help them. Was really hard on the players, but I also understand. I'm a young guy, but I also understand that if we had in the chances that we had in the second half, if we managed to score one, the game should be different, and our press conference should be so much different. So I have to deal with that. I understand. I have nothing to show to our fans. I am really honest with that. But again, I will continue to do the things the way I know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll be back shortly with the Tottenham Hotspur.